Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're trying to find credit cards that's going to guarantee you an approval, okay, and you don't have to worry about the hard inquiry unless you actually accept it, well, I'm going to tell you the best credit cards to start with. Now, first two credit cards I'm going to tell you about, you can actually even get these here cards approved, and you don't have to worry about a hard inquiry because you're going to use the hard inquiry hack. All right, and so those two credit cards is going to be the GM personal credit card and the Apple credit card. Now, the reason is because both of these credit cards are TransUnion, right? So since these credit cards are TransUnion FICO 9 credit cards, what you can do with GM, or you can go through Goldman Sachs pre-approval, all right? And so with Goldman Sachs pre-approval for the GM card, what you want to do is put your information in, and then once you see what you're actually approved for, you open up a separate screen and you actually apply for that card, all right? You freeze the TransUnion and then you apply for that card. And okay, so I've told you guys this before. Now, what ends up happening, sometimes it may be a 2 or 3 day delay, but you won't get the hard inquiry when you approve. Now, also for the Apple card, it's the same way. You can actually avoid the pre-approval. You can avoid the hard inquiry, okay? So that's two of the cards. Then the next card is PayPal. PayPal's MasterCard, right? So with PayPal MasterCard, they will let you do the pre-approval to see what you qualify for. Now, with the PayPal credit card, you have to remember that it is through Synchrony, all right? Now, through Synchrony, they're going to pull your TransUnion, all right? Now, could you do the hack with the Synchrony TransUnion the way you did the GM? Well, because Synchrony uses Advantage 4, it's possible. That it is possible, all right? Now, I haven't heard nobody do it, but I'm thinking since they are on Advantage 4, I'm pretty sure you may be able to do it, all right? Now, sometimes with Synchrony, they are very stickler. So when they go to pull your TransUnion, you just have to keep in mind, if your file is locked, they may just automatically deny you. Speaking of denying, let me help you all understand what actually ends up happening for a lot of people that get denied. And it's not because of the credit score. What it is that sometimes you may have a mismatch address on your credit file, right? So what that means is that you may put in your application for one address. However, when they go to pull the system, it's going to show a different address, all right? And the reason this happens for a lot of people is because a lot of these credit bureaus, they're using AI, and they're pulling up all this different data on you and stuff, and they're reporting it. So the only way that you can actually correct that is you would have to send a letter over to LexisNexis, okay? You would send a letter over to LexisNexis and update your real address, all right? Then you can use that same letter and update with Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, all right? But the main culprit in this is LexisNexis, because the major credit bureaus, they're getting a lot of their data from LexisNexis, okay? So that's the reason why some of you guys may have gotten approved, but it's because of the address on the mismatch, all right? So that's one of the things you need to know about. Now, another card that you can actually take a look at is the Patel. Now, here's with Patel, they use Experian Vantage, right? So since they use Experian Vantage, now, one of the key things that you have to understand about your FICO 9 and your Vantage scores is that they will calculate in your authorized users, okay? They will calculate in the rental payments, utilities, and the subscriptions, all right? This is very important because say that you have a low credit score, you're about a 580, and then you just need a few points. Now, you may add on a authorized user or two. Now, I keep telling people, do not add on over 2 authorized users. All right, you don't need it. All right, so you have to be very careful with that, especially when you're trying to go with the major banks. All right, so like with most of your major banks, they use a FICO 8 score anyway, so you're not going to use your they're not going to calculate the authorized users at all. All right, so that being said, after the Patel, then you also have SoFi Visa, right? So with SoFi Visa, here's the thing about it. When you have a low credit score, one of the key elements is and you're trying to get their Visa credit card, one of the key elements, you should open up a bank account with them. Now, here's the thing about it. Say that you are an independent contractor, or you're doing a side hustle like Uber, DoorDash, and stuff like that. One of the key things is with a lot of these banks nowadays, they want to see if you're going to do direct deposit with them. So that means that you need to produce pay stubs. If you need pay stubs, click the link in the description. I can help you with that. But what you can do, like I said, if you're a W-2, you can have your HR to split up your deposits going to the different institutions. But if you don't have that, then what you have to do is set up pay stubs, and you can direct your own direct deposits going to different institutions on your own. All right. Now, here's another bank, and this is Tier 1 bank, and this is American Express. Okay. So with American Express, yes, you can do a pre-approval. All right, and they'll tell you if you're pre-approved before you actually accept the card, and they do a hard pull on your experience. Now, if you are brand new to American Express, many people know that they pull American Express, Experian, and TransUnion. Now, also keep in mind, American Express, they used to give a Vantage score, right? Well, now they actually give a real FICO score. So they'll give you your real Experian FICO score even without having an account. All right. Now, one of the key things, again, with American Express, say that you are in the low 6s, right? But the thing about it, you may know someone like us, our company, we offer authorized users. Okay, so you can add an authorized user onto your file. Now, like I said, with some institutions, they don't count authorized users. However, with American Express, they will accept an American Express authorized user. So people have been able to get approved with American Express in the low 6s when they have an authorized user from American Express. So that puts you in their database already. So once you get those cards, then when you apply for other credit cards and stuff like that, then they'll approve you without the hard pull as well, even on the business side. Okay? Now, if you guys have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off of the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.